Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Sarah Liz and today I'm going to be sharing an easy ombre BetterPress using the Season's Greetings BetterPress plate from Spellbinders. This is part of the Spellbinders collaboration hop. It's some really great makers getting together to share inspiration for you. It's a hashtag driven hop, so just click on the hashtag in the title and it should pop up all the videos for you. But I will also link individually to each of the videos below in the description box to make them a little easier to find. I'm using the porcelain BetterPress cotton panels and I'm ink blending on some seafoam ink. It's a pale blue and I do like the BetterPress cotton panels for this. I have done all kinds of better pressing with other papers. If you are interested in that, let me know in the comments below. I can put a video together. I've had my BetterPress since July and I've just been experimenting. This is the first video I've put out showing you what I've been working on, but I was really excited about this one. So I am attaching my panel onto the clear plate from my BetterPress and I am just centering it right into the A2 box. I'm going to cut this down later, but pressing onto the whole panel lets me center my images if I didn't get them quite straight to begin with. So I am adding on my evergreen trees. This plate is stunning. And because of the way it presses, there's nothing to color in. And I love that. Then I'm adding the Season's Greeting on the top right. So then it will press on the top left, right? Because everything's going to flip flop. And I will start adding my ink. I'm using the BetterPress black ink for the Season's Greetings. I knew I wanted an ombre effect for the trees, so I'm starting with Delicata ink in emerald green. It is a slightly shimmery metallic green, but it's lighter than I want. So next I'm coming in with Field Ink by Simon Says Stamp. The Simon foam is a little soft and my ink pad is very juicy. So I'm being very careful, and then I'll come in with my Delicata again just to smooth out the transition between the two colors. I will put my clear plate back on top, run that through, and look at that beautiful ombre effect. You can see I have a little bit of ink where I don't want it, but I also have trees that are slightly off center. So I'm going to start trimming this down. I'm going to begin by trimming 1/8 of an inch off of each side. I really like to put a mat on these. You guys, I'm terrible at clean and simple. And so at the very least, when I BetterPress, I like to add like a black mat or a metallic mat or something like that. But once I take off that 1/8 of an inch, I still have trees that aren't centered. So I'm going to take off another 1/8 from just that one side, the left side, and from the bottom. And I actually really like how it looks like the trees are coming straight out of the bottom of the card. We don't really have any foreground in there. And I think that's really pretty. Next, I'm coming in with a black mat that is 4 by 5 1/4. That's initially what I had cut my cotton panel to, but remember I took that extra 1/8 of an inch off the left side and the bottom, and so this black mat is perfect in here, and it gives me just the tiniest little border. It's a 1/16 of an inch on all of those sides, and I think that black helps the bright card panel to really pop and create a little bit of drama on the card. Then I will attach that to some gold foil cardstock. I'm using up this piece that had a little bit of wrinkle in it, so I wasn't going to be able to use the whole panel anyway. I'm just going to attach that to my card base. If the whole thing were in good shape, I might have tried to cut part of the center out of it, but I'm not super worried about it. Then I will center my BetterPress panel on top of my gold foil card base. I'm looking at it. It's fancy. It's got that little bit of shine. I love all the texture from the BetterPressing, and I'm like, I can't leave it like that. I'm a more is more card maker. So next I'm going to bring out some of these gold embellishments from Spellbinders, and I've scattered them around. I just have 3. They come in a bunch of different sizes here, and so I'm adding them down with some wet glue, and I'm like, that's it. Look at how restrained I've been. This card is outside of my normal wheelhouse, and I can't leave it well enough alone. I was like, maybe splatter will do it for me. So I am going to pull my sequins back off. The glue isn't even dry yet, so they come off really easily. And then I'm covering up the Season's Greetings and the trees with the plates I used for BetterPress. I think I saw Callie Persons do this. I might be wrong, but I saw somebody recently was covering up like their sentiment with the stamp they used. And so I was like, that makes all the sense in the world. Let's do that just to cover those pieces up. And I am going to flick on some metallic paint. So these are the Starry colors from Kuretake, and I am using that bottom one. It's like a white, but it's also a little bit see-through. And you can't see it much on camera, but it does react a little bit with the Simon inks in the background. It's a water reactive ink. And then I'm going to flick on some of that gold from the other end, and it's just a little something. And I'm like, yes, this is what I needed. It looks like a little bit of snow. Yes, I guess my snow can be cold. I thought it went nicely with my gold around the border. And then I'm going to pull my BetterPress plates off. And it's really easy to just clean those up with my little cloth that I keep in my craft room. I'm going to add my sequins back on. I might have skipped that, except that I had glue on the card. And I was like, I got to cover the glue back up. You'll have to let me know. Sequins are no sequins. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this card. If you're new here, please subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment, say hi. I appreciate you spending this time with me, and I will see you next time.